is Calderon. Arango. Nice little layoff there from Martinez. This is some good play we're seeing here. Well controlled in the corner by Giraldo. Tries that low cross, deflects away. W's for Speed United coming in chat. They have one on the board, but they need more. Couple of tackles coming in. Peralta losing out there to Arango. The orchestrator from deep, as well as the scorer of the goals. A reminder, at Baller League USA for a chance to win $1,000 per platform. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you're watching, your chance to win is there. Sailing out for Speed United to put back into play. John now on this near side. Peralta, heard from him before the game, picks out a great pass. Melian directed towards goal, and that was a team effort for Aranzazu to deal with. Hogan letting it go out of play. Monditi. Now Hogan. Slid ball out, will go out for the kick in now. Long ball forward, claimed now by Hogan. Someone in chat saying they're watching at 1 o'clock in the morning where they are. It's in the +6 time zone. We appreciate your commitment to watching here as that deflection goes out off of Calderon, and Speed United looking to get on with it. That little touch towards the far side there from Navas, a bit overhit. He claimed now by Aranzazu. For the win, starting very well, getting the goal through Calderon. Monditi with the response. Challenge coming in now on this near side. It will be Arango to take this free kick now. Certainly audacious enough to try. Directing the 10 yards. He wants... He will fire, and when it's spilled there by Hogan, and it's cleared off the line. Huge defending there, and headed away further still. Incredible defending, though. And it was Monditi who scored down the other end. 3:54 a.m. here, 1:54 a.m. here, live from South Africa. We're from Romania, it's 2 a.m. Extraordinary. Nice turn there on that far side, and Hidalgo is fouled. For the winner, creating a lot of trouble, though, for Speed United. Earlier save. Here's that challenge that comes in. For the winner up for this. Yeah, they may have lost 5 in a row, but they're throwing everything behind it. Arango tries, and that one is well off target. Debería haber traducción a español. Vamos a hacer lo mejor que podemos hacer, pero no podemos hacer todo el partido en español. Thank you to those of you watching, viewers normally of Huescol and Arcangel. I can flex my Spanish every now and again. Here's Hogan. That's a poor slice ball forward. He's been put under pressure in this game. Headed forward by Victor Rojas, but Speed United are struggling a bit here. Speed might regret that Caribbean trip. Not here to encourage the players. The 4-3-3. John. Challenge coming in from McDonald, but For the Win doing well to play out of the trouble. Here's Palacios. Another former pro, playing with Miami FC with Union Omaha as well. Just turned there on that far side. That's an awkward spill here on the near side. That is an awkward one here from Juarez, who goes into the boards right in front of our broadcast position. We can hear the noise. I can assure you, these ad boards are not pleasant to fall into. At Baller League USA for a chance to win $1,000 per platform. YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow us at Baller League USA. Standing over the free kick now is Rojas. He wants to have a strike. Goes into the wall. McDonald with the block coming in. Palacios. 2 minutes into that first half game changer. Controlled now. That challenge coming in, and it will go out for a kick-in. We've only had the one corner flag so far in the game, which is in the favor For the Win. Nice ball towards Juarez. It deflected on its way out. Another corner flag, so a second now up on the board For the Win. And another challenge coming in now, just on the edge of that penalty area, results in a free kick. Yeah, that's definitely raking down the back of the leg challenge there, coming in. Final minute before the game changer. Rojas, Palacios. Little runs being made. Difficult with the offside to take that risk from a Palacios perspective. Well played forward there from Aranzazu. Into that middle of the pitch, it's dangerous, but well won. Caldra cheaply trying to win a free kick there. Nothing in it. Flicked out wide. Rojas preferred it on his left, so he had to cut inside. Heavy touch. Just about kept in play, but it's a Kai bounce, and Caldra could be in here. Caldra goes for the cutback, but didn't get it right to Ochoa. Second bite, Ochoa on the back post, and that one somehow stayed in play through all of that. A little bump in the back there. Caldra has to be careful leaving one in on Aranzazu. He's tracking it in the air. Yeah, that's awkward. Here's that challenge that comes in. So, final seconds now before the first half game changer. Love from Rwanda, 1 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for watching with us. There's that long ball forward. Nodded down, going for it was Juarez. Look at performance there. Midfield from Hidalgo has put in a shift. And we will go now to the first half game changer. +1, and this will be really exciting here for the final 3 minutes. The game will start at 1-against-1 in terms of outfield players plus the goalkeepers. And as each goal gets scored, another player gets added onto the pitch. So after all of those opportunities, the goalkeeper, by the way, once the ball is played out, he's not allowed to touch it again with his feet. So once the ball gets rolled out by the goalkeeper, then it's just a pure one-on-one situation, and a goal has to be scored. Obviously, if it turns over, he can go down and score down the other end. But this is a really engaging game changer that could very easily alter the score. Who does this favor, chat? Baller League USA on YouTube and Twitch. We're following comments in both. Here we go. Hear the words coming from the dugout for the Win FC. So we're going to start in this 1+1 with a chance now for the Win's Ivan Arenas. Fired off target. McDonald, who's going to be encouraged to come off, and Peralta will come on. He's very good in this one-on-one situations. Can take players off the dribble. Watching from Nigeria, from India. It's 4:30 in the morning. Here's a chance now for Peralta into the other half. Trying to cut towards that right. The window is there. Aranzazu threw his face at it. Still he can play. He's gotten again beyond the defender, Juarez. Peralta, second time. Saved again by the goalkeeper. And now here comes Juarez. He's all alone. He can't play back to the goalkeeper. He can't get a sub. He's got to do something. He's going to rest here on the ball. Going to invite the challenge. It's taken out of play. And now the change will come in. Peralta again has that initial beating the player off the dribble, could still come for him. Peralta fired wide. Steered it off target. Big chance for him. Just got beyond the defender, just had to steer it right side, but with the curling strike was always going off target. Now coming back down the end. The other end, Arenas. Challenge in from McDonald, who's it off last. It's a goal kick. It is off Arenas last for the Win. Would appeal. Next corner does result in that penalty kick. Now Kodra. He's going to run with purpose and with pace. Kodra right at the goalkeeper. Aranzazu making the save. And unable to get his 11th goal of Baller League. The only player so far in double digits. And now it's Giraldo to resume play. And it gets beyond McDonald and pokes, but not clean enough contact. Hogan makes the save. And now McDonald is going to be encouraged to come off. And Kodra will come back on. Changes well in defense with Palacios will now stand in front of Steven Kodra. Final minute of this first half. Kodra will slow walk it, engaging the defender, looking for a window, looking for a chance to attack. Kodra also taking plenty of time off the clock as well. Hesitates, steps, hesitates, will eventually turn the acceleration on and go. Palacios challenge, he goes to ground, it's poked away. Palacios will not be able to get to that one. It will be a kick in, and Kodra all that time off the clock and unable to create much with it. And Kodra, and a big arm up there from Palacios. And it's going to be given as a free kick. That was too aggressive there. Palacios being told he's got to give some room for Kodra to take it into play. Cheering on Speed United from Pennsylvania. Now Peralta, it'll be probably the final attempt here. Peralta trying to use the pace to get beyond Palacios. Couple of steps, turns the other way. Palacios with good positioning. It'll roll out for him. This is just a straight one-on-one. One-on-one. Here he is, and it's off the post and wide. We go to halftime. The challenge flag got thrown. Peralta felt he got fouled. There was no stoppage. And Kodra is also over to argue that he thought that Peralta got fouled. But either way, we reach halftime and it's 1-1. The challenge flag was thrown. So let's see. The referee is going to come over and have a look at the incident. And we will not have any review. So let's hear in on the huddle with Danny Godoy for the Win.
No, yo te digo al final ahí.
Controla la ansiedad, tranquilo, acércate. Maneja la ansiedad, no te desesperes, tranquilo. Las oportunidades van a aparecer. Tenga la calma. Ellos se van a equivocar, la maña no la tienen, el brazo no lo tiene. Tú lo medio tocas y se deja caer, porque no tienen eso. Así que tranquilo, seguimos igual, concentradito, positivo para el cambio. Positivo, tengo que estar volteando también. No lo tengo que llamar 70 veces. Positivo para el cambio, me toca, no me toca. Mira cómo termino él, mira.
Go forward, follow your mate. And we know they're good with their ball. And remember, we're pressing the guys that get out wide. Go off the line, force it back.
Let's go now to Alessandro Millon for Speed United.
You don't have to press, even if he has it, just let him have it. You kick it to him. Let's fucking do this. Come on. That's it. Let's go. Hey, they're only down the middle, and then they drop it off. It's only no challenge. What? Play, let's go.
And you can hear the surprise there from Peralta. There was nothing there from the challenge. Referee Daniel Va wasn't taking too kindly to everything he was hearing. There's that opening goal of the game. Well taken there from Calderon, following up that chance. And then here's Speed United. This was a lovely passage and play down that right side. Navas playing that cutback there. Beautiful play. As we get in the second half, ready to get going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here is the drop ball, which will eventually be controlled by Codra. A lot of contact coming in there from Juarez. So it's for the win 1, Speed United 1. Both of those goals coming in the first 5 minutes of the game. A lot of time coming now. Ochoa is thinking about a hit here from halfway. Just go straight into the wall. A lot of time taken there just to set that up. Codra. Milian. Laid off now to Hogan. Lifted high. Lifted out of play. Here's Martinez now for the win. I put up a formidable effort. You might have looked at the table for this one and thought this will be a straightforward victory for Speed United, but it very much has not been. Arango. Squeeze it towards that middle, he loses Al. Peralta. And that sliding challenge came in, and it went off Peralta last, so it is a goal kick. I think some of the Speed United players are going to ask for this to be challenged, and it will be challenged. So Speed United are going to challenge here and say that this was a corner on its way out. Chat, was that a corner?
Speed United challenging that it was a corner.
To me, but we'll see. Get the camera angles here. Thank you for joining us here on Baller League Match Day 7. Oh, that actually does look like a corner, doesn't it? Sliding challenge. Oh, yeah. That comes off the boot there of Giraldo on its way out, but I guess did it take another deflection on? No, that's fairly clearly going to be a corner.
Challenge was successful, it's not a corner.
And it is a corner, I think.
Corner.
Yeah.
It was successful, it is a corner.
Referee just clarifying his announcement there. Definitely a corner. And the reason why we've seen those challenged now 3 times in the game is they can be so crucial to get those late penalty kicks. We saw Glitch FC almost win the game with one in the final 15 seconds. And here now off goes Ochoa. Ochoa trying to shape it, place that one towards that top right corner, but getting the strike all wrong in the key moment. Martinez. Lifted well out of play there. goalkeeper Aranzazu. Here's Conditi. Getting it back here from Hogan. Next match coming up, Marlins M3 taking on Midnight Wizards, aside from Ronaldinho. Lifted forward, Coltra. Some contact there. Eventually the free kick is awarded, but a couple of hard challenges over there on that far side. And it is going to now be a free kick for Steven Coltra, who has struggled so far tonight. Has been the dominant player of Baller League, but player who's featured in the UK and the German editions of the competition. Not having it his way tonight. Does have that wall and the chance to fire a free kick opportunity. Coltra lacing one straight into the wall. Comes out from Elean, who forces a save from Aranzazu. And Martinez taking a risk carrying through his own penalty area, putting his teammate Juarez under pressure. Does go out. Martinez carrying forward down the line and now lifted over towards Arango. Lovely skill there from Peralta over there on that far side, and fights the challenge, but so difficult to dribble beyond two. Sharp defending there. Follow at Baller League USA for a chance to win $1,000 per platform. YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow us at Baller League USA. You can win $1,000 tonight. Ochoa. Martinez. Slipped in behind, but that one just over hit there. Hogan. Coltra. And a challenge coming in. Low in there from Calderon. Speed United are in a game they might not have thought they were going to be, but this has been a real challenge against a side who've lost 5 straight coming in. Speed United unbeaten in 4. A lot of contention about this kick in. It's eventually going to be here for the win. And now another challenge flag is going to be thrown here. Once again, the appeal is for a corner. It's a good observation here from Sir Stout here in the YouTube chat.
West Coast challenging that it was a corner.
I've noticed that in both UK and US Baller League, the teams play better when their manager's on the sideline. You do notice, at the very least, a different energy. It might not necessarily mean different results, but here again is that appeal that this is a corner. You see Peralta, or rather Melean, poking this one away. I guess the question is, where did it go out towards? So pretty clearly there, it is Speed United who poked that one out of play, but the question is, where does it go out? I think that's sort of the next look here. It bounces somewhere right over that corner. It's going to be difficult really to see it. I think it's pretty clear that Speed United touch it last. You see the appeals there from the for the win players. This could potentially result in a penalty kick here, so this is an important decision. Let's hear from the referee.
Challenge successful, it's a corner.
All right then.
We restart with a goal kick. Restart with a goal.
So here we go. The third corner now for the win. And so here we go. A one-on-one chance now for the win to take the lead here. They get their third corner flag of the game. And we have two match balls being rolled out. You see the meditation. Tyler Hogan, pensive, sitting down on his goal line. He's going to start that way, and then we'll get up to his feet. Running at him, Hidalgo to get for the win, the lead. That meditation worked. In the flow state, Tyler Hogan making a huge save to keep it at 1-1, and that was a big chance. A big chance for the win to get a lead. Not taken. And so Speed United will restart the play. That ball sent forward, but not really to any particular target. Aranzazu. That header away. Palacios. Juarez offside. The idea was there to find Ivan Arenas, but it was offside given. Here's Hogan.
3, 2, 1.
Here's Hogan again. Laid off now, Palacios out wide. And that one is going out of play. It will be for Speed United to restart. Speed United with the first opportunity of any of the teams in the top four to go top of the league. So if they were to get the victory, they'd be on to 17 points, which would take them top. McDonald. Melean with that interchange. Palacios. Aranzazu. Fired forward, and Arenas having a tough go of it in the center circle. Has to commit, given away. Speed United, the angle just closed out there for Navas. Lifted back to the left. Melean trying, and that one is well off target. It's that sort of scramble moment. Speed United with a fair few of their substitutes in the game. You'd have fancied Peralta or Codra in those moments, but some of the players that have come on unable to create that chance. Martinez. Lifted forward. McDonald. Thumped back towards Hogan. Heading towards our second half game changer in about 3 minutes from now. McDonald got around a defender and forced a save that will result in the second corner now of the game now for Speed United. So the next one will result in a penalty kick. Could be huge. Could be a big chance for Speed United. Palacios. A lot of numbers forward. And that late challenge, catching Juarez there for McDonald. Seen a physical game here. Got the marching band here in their red shirts from Speed United. Speed, he is watching on from wherever he is in the Caribbean. He'll be hoping his side can get another 3 points here. Against for the win. Against West Coast side, against Arcangel's side. Palacios is thinking about it from halfway, has such power in his strike, and laces one right at Hogan, who does well to catch. That one was struck with a massive amount of power. Hogan. McDonald. Final 5 minutes of the game. Both these sides could do with 3 points. Well recovered here by Arenas. And slipped in behind, but that was an ambitious pass, given the angle. And here's another effort from outside the area from Ricci, is off target. Follow at Baller League USA for a chance to win $1,000. We'll be reminding you throughout the evening. YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok. Follow us at Baller League USA, and you can win $1,000. That is per platform. Martinez. Sliding challenge coming in. Given away. John tries it. Will deflect out to that left side, and Navas. So many Speed United players, the top players on the side are being held until the biggest moments of the game. Little dummy there from McDonald. Comes out to John Diaz. Calderon loses the ball and takes a player down with him. Final minute now before the game changer. Players stay down here in this near side. McDonald basically pulled to the ground here. Wouldn't look out of place. That was awkward there. That right leg can get stuck. That could have been bad. Sort of pinned there on that right side. An ankle could go, a knee could go. Dangerous. Lovely skill there from Peralta. Melean, fire from Peralta, deflecting away. Still keeping in play there, McDonald. Speed United to retain possession. Delaying restarts here once and twice here. Juárez, fired in from distance. Oh, what a hit! A thunderous hit there from Alejandro Melean in the final seconds before the game changer, and Speed United have the lead again. Lashed in. Piana Aranzazu. The coach, Alessandro Millón, is on the pitch.
For the win.
And the challenge is now going to come.
That it was out of bounds. Before.
So For the Win is going to challenge here. You might as well with the flag, given how big that goal could be. And so, is it sort of that previous moment?
But the kicking is no, it's the other action.
You're challenging.
And so the referees are chatting here, and I think the appeal is that the previous...
For the Win is challenging the out-of-bounds call.
And so they'll look all the way back to that previous one with McDonald.
Right before that happened. We need to see who played
Here's, you see all this contact, and
Hold on.
so here we go.
Keep going backwards.
We have to keep going back here, and it's over this moment right here.
Right there, hold on.
So McDonald controls.
Never touched it, right?
Who's it? Was it off Arango last?
Back up, man.
So here we go. Speed United continuing to appeal this one, going all the way back to the previous passage of play.
Touch red left. The right. It touched red left right there. See it? Watch the foot.
So
right. Watch the foot.
Arango goes in. Does it go off the shin? And it might have gone off that right boot on its way out. Chat, what do we think here? Is this off of...
Challenge was successful. Throwing going the other way.
Okay, so we're going to overturn the goal. So that previous passage in play is ruled to have been for the Win. So the goal is off the board. That's a big challenge for the Win. You might as well try and challenge something. Alessandro Millón is disappointed, but that goal doesn't count. So here we go. It's For the Win, heading towards that game changer. It deflects out for a goal kick. We close now towards that second half game changer. Let's see it.
It's time to go.
So it is the line, which does mean that any strikes that happen from behind the offside line count double. So that is the goal. And if you are going to strike from behind that offside line, and that is what either side is going to try and do. Speed United is continuing to argue with the case with the referee. A challenge all the way back to that previous passage in play, which is what the Speed United players are arguing, but Speed United hope to get it done anyway here. Lifted forward from Aranzazu and its goalkeeper to goalkeeper. So those long distance efforts will be at a premium here. 1-1 is the score. That second goal was disallowed. Caldra controls. Caldra fires wide. He might have been offside anyway. It was given in real time. Both teams still with their challenge flag. It's Hogan who creates the moment from goal. Great leap there from Caldra to control. He just couldn't finish. Hogan again claiming. Aranzazu struggling with his distribution from deep. Wildcard goalkeeper. First time we see him at Baller League as Peralta is tripped up. Will be a free kick. And now Caldra standing over that position where that free kick was won. There you see the challenge. Rojas getting back and committing that foul. Peralta. He's thinking about it from longer distance. Here is Peralta, hit with pace and well saved by the goalkeeper, Aranzazu. Caldra trying to follow up. Chip forward from an angle into Rojas. Gets the cross away. Arriving here, trying to get something back towards goal. And losing out was Calderon. And it will be Speed United to gain possession of the ball. A lot of arguing over there on that far side. It's been a contentious game on and off the pitch. 1-1 it remains. Shop.ballerleague.us. Scan that QR code on your screen if you want to get any of the jerseys that any of the teams are wearing in this Baller League. Hogan and Caldra. Big challenge in there from Palacios. Goes out for Speed United, put it back in play. A draw is a decent result for them, especially considering how far behind them the teams are. Another point would put 6 points of distance between themselves and fifth. Free kick. See, Caldra is certainly not shy about getting contact. Ochoa now for Peralta. Speed United have to create something. They haven't created much in the game. Challenge, nothing given by the referee. Arenas helped it on, and I think Arango thought he was offside, so he lets it go. Not much time left. Is there a goal to come in the final seconds? A goal could count for double if it's behind the offside line. Help forward from Melean. Free kick awarded. Caldra laying off, and now Ochoa. And Ochoa likes to strike from this sort of range. Certainly thinking about it. Ochoa right into the man in the wall, which is Juarez. 10 seconds left. Ochoa trying to play off the bounce, deflects away, lifted into the air, and that will bring a conclusion to this one for the win. Snap their losing streak, but we have back-to-back draws here to start match day 7 of Baller League. Speed United unable to continue that winning run, having won their last 2 games. And that disallowing of that second goal will be a tough one for Speed United to take. And it's for the win 1, Speed United 1 at the conclusion of this one. For the win, at the very least getting some kind of positivity, having lost their last 5 games. For Speed United, it's now 3 wins and 2 draws in their last 5 games. And let's go now to Elisha Edward at the end of this one.
Man, what a tough one. What a tough one to come away with a point. What's going through you guys' head right now?
Man, it's just an intense game. They know that to play with us, you just got to beat us up, and that's what they tried to do the whole game. Luckily, Tyler came up clutch. They took a goal away from us. I don't know why that challenge was accepted, but I don't know. You know, it is what it is.
You played a big game today. Despite that, I'm saying being so strong at the back still wasn't enough to come away with the 3 points. Like, what's going through your head?
Yeah, I mean, unlucky. We knew what they were going to do. We knew they were going to come play a physical game, and we tried to match them in doing that. And, you know, I thought it was ours to go our way, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen. So, you know, that's football.
Yeah. It seems like it's one of those days where every point matters, but definitely getting the win absolutely matters. What are you guys thinking now that you need to be able to move forward? You know, are you hoping that some of those other teams are able to drop points so you can still be in this?
We got to win that pressure point and then move on to next week. We can't rely on other teams. We just got to do it ourselves. Speed United, baby. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Absolutely. Are we seeing some of that 4-3-3 next week also?
Yeah, absolutely.
Undefeated, 4-3-3. Still undefeated, 4-3-3.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. Speed United. We're going back to Susanna in the studio. Sue, talk to me.
Elisha, we're actually on the field, and we're standing by with Marlon. All right, Marlon, you said you were in pain after that loss to Speed last week, but it had to feel pretty good watching them drop points in that game. How was that?
It felt amazing. 1-1, exactly what I needed. I wish it was a loss for him, but you know, he's not even here to support his team, and I'm here, you know what I'm saying, every week, in and out, so I'm ready for today.
One thing that I said it before, and you know this last week, Marlon's always the first one to get here, the last one to leave. Marlon, last question about Speed. You know, let's flip the page. Get him out of here. But what does he say about Speed Ferguson? The fact that he's not here tonight supporting his team, and he's in the Caribbean on a tour?
You know what? I can't even hate on it. He's putting in work. And yeah, that's it.
All right. That's fair. All right, Marlon, I'm going to give you some numbers. Heading into this match tonight, you have a 30% chance to make the Final Four. How does that affect your confidence?
Listen, confidence comes from within, right here. So 30%, 60%, 100%, doesn't matter. I have faith in my team, that's it.
And tonight, you're going to be facing, obviously, the team that is still unbeaten at Baller League. The only team at Baller League USA, obviously, has a Ronaldinho fan that you've mentioned before. How will that feel if you beat them today, or when you beat them tonight?
I like that. I like that a lot. When. I mean, it'll feel a little sour because he's my favorite footballer of all time, but we need his win. If we don't win, I don't think we have a chance of making it to the final, the playoffs. So, yeah.
You said you feel a win in your bones right now. All right. What's the message to your team tonight?
Listen, the message is go out there, win, play with heart, play with confidence. Let's go to the playoffs.
Marlon, good luck. Good luck. Ooh, anything
Thank you very much.
Ronaldinho's Midnight Wizards. All across the face it comes. It's the opening goal. Wow! He has blasted it in! Magic!
And Midnight Wizards have the opener!
Will try his lunch. Renales! Oh! How about that? Finished like a centre forward!
Zamora finds the corner How will Marlon beat this? The turnover and the goal. Guido Cachabue, Sterikov to follow and score. Eugene Sterikov with 2 seconds left on the clock. Midnight Wizards stay unbeaten. 5 wins from 6. Yay!
Give it up for Midnight Wizards!
I am here with M3FC's own Amit Bogo. How you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well. This is an important game. It's an important match day. You need those 3 points. Everybody's looking for those 3 points. What's going through your head coming back here today?
Yeah, I mean, coming off a defeat last week, but I thought we played it well overall. This is a very good team, very organized team, and, you know, hopefully we can take their undefeated streak tonight, but we'll see. We just got to be organized, but yeah, we're ready to go.
Absolutely. And what's the mentality going in the team today? Obviously, Marlon's always excited, takes his shirt off a lot, you know, a little too much for my liking, but like, you know, with somebody who's so invested in the team, what does that transfer over to the players?
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, he's really invested in us, so we just want to translate that onto the field. Like I said, tonight's going to be tough. We just got to be organized and finish our chances as well. So, yeah, it should be good.
Yeah. Now, for you, you told me, obviously, coming back from being hurt a little bit, what does that take, you know, physically, mentally, to come back, to still give it your all, but not try to get hurt again?
Yeah, I mean, we have a great group of guys here, so, you know, we have guys that fill in right away. It's just next man up mentality. But yeah, overall, great group of guys, and we all work for each other. It's like a family here. So, yeah, we're ready to get going.
Yes, sir. Let's get it going. Good luck today.
Thank you very much, Elisha, as we get ready for match number 3 then on Baller League at match day 7. And it is Marlins M3 who face a huge game tonight against some difficult opposition in the shape of Midnight Wizards, who have been absolutely fantastic in Baller League so far, winning 5 of their 6 games, drawing the other. They're the only team in the competition yet to lose. They've got a team full of stacked players and an absolutely fantastic group that would love to go provisionally 5 points clear at the top of the league. Should Marlins M3 get a victory, it would be within 2 points of that final playoff position. He's here, he's back in his team, and they need to get something here because so far in this season, it has been all Midnight Wizards. So Marlins side, 3 wins, 3 defeats. Last time out it was a 2-1 loss to Speed United, which was an absolute game changer in this competition. Was a real legitimate 6-pointer. You go from Marlin with a victory, would have been in the playoffs, to now with a defeat, being 5 points behind Speed United and 5 points off the playoffs. It's completely swung things against Marlins M3. But here comes Eugene Sterikov and Midnight Wizards, who have been fantastic in this Baller League. And here we go with these teams who have been very strong. Certainly Midnight Wizards have been strong. 22 goals for, 11 against. With the exchange here with the refereeing crew, who'll be in charge of this one. Marlon, with his usual black on black suit, goes for the Diego Simeone look. And here is the starting 11. First for M3 with Pedro Lube dropping to the bench. Julian Castaldi, Luis Cabrera come in. Not really a lot of goals in the team. Zetti and Cabrera each have 2 for M3. That sort of leaping, throwing forward of the head in the build-up to this one. He's got the big smile on his face as here's the squad for Pedro Piñero's Midnight Wizards. Matias Reinares is in goal. He has a goal and an assist as well. Will be fair, moves into the starting 11, but Eugene Sterikov is without question the player to watch. He has 7 goals in Baller League, and because of the performance we've seen so far from Midnight Wizards, they are the favorites, 54% on Kalshi. Scan that QR code on your screen to play ahead of this one. Chat, what are we thinking? Is Marlins side going to get it done? Are they going to climb towards that top 4? Is Midnight Wizards going to finally get a defeat? Who do you have to win? M3 or Midnight Wizards? 5 wins, 1 draw, 0 defeats for Ronaldinho's team in Baller League so far. It is going to be Rafa Charella who will take part in that jump ball next to Sebastian Zetti. And here we go for match number 3 in this baller league. A big one for M3 and for the playoff race. Who's going to take it? And also for the chance to finish top for the State Farm Finals, which come your way in a couple weeks' time. Here's Sterikov. Here is Fair, playing on the edge of the center circle. Midnight Wizards getting another positive result last time out, beating Super Niños by 5 goals to 3. That was a top of the table clash, which went Midnight Wizards' way. That was a really tight game. The question will be now is, can they continue to exercise their dominance? Lifted into Fair, unable to control. 1-1 back from Cabrera. It's going to be Midnight Wizards who play quickly. Sterikov trying to curl it towards that top right corner. The save made by Ralph Montero, but an early corner the way of Midnight Wizards. Take advantage of every moment. Well won forward there from Juanma Colazo, who is a new introduction into this team. The wild card in from the start. Fair out wide. First touch there from Charella, but always going to be difficult to find the angle from there, just smashing it into the ad board. Lifted out of play. Someone calling their shot. 8 goals to be scored in this game. That would certainly be great fun to watch. It was exactly 8 goals for Midnight Wizards in their last game. Fair. Running out wide here with Anderson Zapata. Lovely first touch idea towards Sterikov. Zapata has a bit of that old man game. Sterikov looking for a window, trying to barrel beyond 2, but Montero out to claim. High arcing long ball, well won from Sterikov in the air. Reynades, who's back, missed last week in goal. Fair. Midnight Wizards in control of the game, as so often have been. Who tend to dominate games, not just win them. You have to consider them right now the favorites to win the whole thing. Zapata lifting. Sterikov, who tried that overhead kick. Would have been an incredible attempt if that comes off. Well, it's steered wide. Sterikov, who's got that high-level experience, playing in the USL, the NASL as well, with Indy 11 and the New York Cosmos. He's been such a top-level performer. Fair on halfway. Thought about it, instead chipped it out wide, but Sterikov didn't have it read. Elias is giving away, and the chance was there for Moby Fair. Well dealt with there for Montero. Midnight Wizards, though, were dominating early. Reynades. M3 gonna have to respond. That went off the back of the head there. Stephen Elias backtracking. Sterikov. And Fair. Little chip in behind, and Rafa going outside of the boot, off the board, it went down and out. So well taken. Rafa's gonna have another go. Little touch, and Mendez will marshal it out of play. That was probably the best chance of the game, and probably the best piece of skill we've seen here tonight. With the pass and that finish, Trivela, bar, and down. So unlucky. Brilliant skill there. Zetti giving away. Midnight Wizards have the opener. And it was always going to be a mistake. It was always going to be Midnight Wizards pouncing. And it's Juan Macolazo who finishes. A mistake there at the back, and Midnight Wizards just do not let anyone off the hook. They don't give an inch. And it reflects now here on the scoreline. A dominant start to the game, and now it's time for this M3 side to respond and grow into the game. Nodded away. There's an appeal there in chat that this is a foul, but I think fairly clear, not a foul. Follow at Ball League USA, $1,000 per platform, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, for a chance to win. If you follow us, you will have a chance. Might as well follow us on all the platforms. Give yourself 4 times the chance. On we play. Bokal was on side, and Starikov working out of the trouble. He was played forward, but Starikov didn't keep his run going. Midnight Wizards have the 1-0 lead. Played back with a free kick given. Lubet fouled on that far side. They'll just play quickly here with Montero. Mendez came forward. It's dispossessed. Coming out as Montero slides that one out of play. Again, it's Starikov. It's everyone in a Midnight Wizard shirt. So well orchestrated in their pressing. Such a strong footballing side in this baller league, and Marlon can only watch on as his side are not performing at their best. To get in behind, Rafa's on side. Rafa! And it's cleared off the line somehow, but Rafa rolls it in. And Midnight Wizards have their 2-0 lead. And they are dominant, rampant so far in this early part of the game. And it's incredible. Cabrera gets that first touch, but what effort there from Rafael Charella to follow that one in. The former Palmeiras Academy player going for it, winning the ball, and taking that 2-0 lead. First time volley is well over there from Longo on that far side. It's going to be tough to see anyone beating Midnight Wizards in a game of consequence. Obviously, semifinal and the finals will take place on the same day in the State Farm Finals, but I don't know. It's going to be very, very tough to imagine that Midnight Wizards don't get this done. Mendez goes for the comeback rather than the strike. It's a sharp idea. Square back, and the first time hit is just wide there from Elias, just as we were saying. The Midnight Wizards are dominant. A nice passage in play there from M3. Long ball. Controlled here in the corner by Guido Cachabue. Longo. Chat asking which game is next. It's Club 360 and Showtime next. Club 360 from Drewski and Odell Beckham. Showtime coming up next. Club 360 are in those playoff positions. Everyone currently in those positions will want to get results tonight. Speed United already have a point on the board. Might not be enough, though, to keep pace. Starikov. Marshaled by 3. Found here Cachabue. He runs on that right side and wins a restart on that far side. Slid back to Reinatis. Won't be fair in that center circle. Actually, it's Zian Andrade who's come on. Trying to get it back. That one's out of play. Longo trying to play first time out of the trouble. You have to play quickly and sharply. It's difficult to pull both off simultaneously. Starikov. Free kick given. Free kick given. A little bit of a late challenge from Longo onto Starikov. 2 more matches after this one, plus the Celsius energy point, which comes your way next. Look there for that left foot, an effort up the post, on both posts. A double post there. What a hit that was from Guido Cachabue, who's desperately unlucky to not make it the third. How on earth did that stay out? Midnight Wizards will have it to play. A look again at that effort. Left post and the right post. It just stayed out. Another effort. Long distance and well off target. Modesto Mendez. Guido Cachabue poking behind. Lube does well. Now a chance now for Cabrera. Just every moment that looks promising for M3 is so quickly put out by Midnight Wizards. Been superb defensively in this match. Another early ball lifted forward. It's cheaply given away into Lube. Cabrera to Elias. Longo has it come off and last it goes into the ceiling. Gomez going back to the goalkeeper. And Wizards so comfortable in their possession, so strong in their performance. Well received there on halfway. Cachabue will go back. Cycling possession. So comfortable with it. Andrade in behind, and Cachabue went chasing. That one cleared into the ceiling. $1,000 per platform. TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. Follow us at Baller League USA.
Hey, should be on my list. You guys see it? Ball five.
Renatus. Will turn away from the trouble. Great skill there from Cachabue, who has the double post. And well read here, given away. Cabrera laid off for Elias. Flashed wide. So unlucky there. Cabrera was in that positive moment. Did well to step forward. The covering defending was exactly what was needed, but Elias still, it's not a big angle, but it's enough of one to score. Just couldn't put it away. Fair. Gomez. Rosito now on this near side. Rosito looking for an angle. Does deflect away, so it will be a corner. The second one of the game now for Midnight Wizards. The next will result in a penalty kick. Lube. The ball forward there from Cabrera. We'll have a second bite at it. Square. Elias fired out of play. The M3 to put it back in play. First half game changer coming up in seconds. M3 needed to go their way. Mendez, again, that square ball has been so good from the right side. Not found. Another long distance hit is a great goal. M3 are back in it. Well struck there from Sebastian Zetti. A thunderous strike to get M3 back in the game. Great strike, and now Midnight Wizards will take it to our first half game changer.
Let's take this thing higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
3 play. This will be a really exciting one. So basically, the remainder of the game will be played in the remainder of the first half, we played in 3 against 3, including a goalkeeper if you want to play one. Now, if you're the team that starts with the ball, you're not going to play with a goalkeeper. It'll be 3 attackers against 2 defenders and the goalkeeper, and you look for those odd man advantages. There's a 30-second shot clock. If the ball goes out of play, then you can restart the personnel on the field. If the ball remains in play and the defensive side recovers the ball, they can score into an empty net if they want. That has happened before. Goalkeepers can score in this 3-play moment. So because Midnight Wizards ended that passage with the ball, they will start 3-play with the ball. Now Starikov is the one who will get it started. M3 need to put up a defensive effort here. Guido Cachabue. Offside remains in play as well. You have to time it right. Square ball. Arriving is Rafa. Oh, what a save from Montero. That goes out for the 3rd corner of the game for Midnight Wizards, so that save only gives him more work. But wow, scrambling across there was the M3 goalkeeper. Look at how much he has to stretch and throw that arm up. Wow. So here we go. It's going to be Eugene Starikov to give Midnight Wizards that 2-goal lead once again from the penalty spot. Engages the goalkeeper, goes around him and scores. Midnight Wizards, 2 goals up again. Starikov with his 8th of Baller League. He gets the crowd going. He gets the backflip done. And Midnight Wizards back in control. So it's going to be M3 who will go again now in the attack. Cabrera will go back. Pedro Lube. M3 have to get goals from these moments. Once again, it's Zetti who scored the first goal. Plays for Cabrera. Back for Zetti. Zetti who hits right at the goalkeeper, Reynades. Nobody in the goal. It's lifted forward. Now we'll go all the way out. Will be a goal kick. And M3 will just start again. Here's Pedro Pinheiro. Lube crosses halfway. M3 will go again. Chance in the crowd from Marlon. Cabrera on this near side. Lube thought about it. Still thinks about it. Turns the other way. Left here for Zetti. And Reynades the save. And that will go out for a restart. It won't be a corner. It will be just a normal kick-in. And the shot clock has expired. Lube fires wide. Now will be out for Midnight Wizards to go again. Reynades making a big save there to keep this one at 3-1. Here comes Starikov, who now has 8 goals in Baller League. Another high-level performance tonight. Starts on the near side, opens it up to the right side with Guido Cachabue. Starikov goes early, deflects kindly from a Midnight Wizards point of view, lifted over to Hafa. Starikov, it's open, and Cachabue strikes off target. That's exactly the kind of opportunity you're looking for in 3-play. That one off target. M3 will want to get something here. Have a couple more bites at it. Cabrera held his run behind that offside line. Touch well one there from Fair. Longo has to keep playing. Lube went for the in-behind pass, and Reynades goes first time. That one's off target. Had the time to take a touch. Reynades does have a goal from goal. Cabrera well timed. Cabrera's in, and Cabrera scores. A huge one for M3. 3 goals now for him, and M3 have narrowed that advantage once more. Perfectly timed run to create the chance. A little outside of the boot finish. We saw one attempted from Rafa earlier. And now Midnight Wizards to go again. Marlins side will have at least one more chance. Andrade, Starikov pulled it back instead, and Andrade fires over. So M3 can basically hold for the final shot here to try and equalize. They will pass and pass. And Pedro Lube is motioning towards his teammates, exactly that. Let's take our time, let's pass it around. M3 hoping for an equalizer before the break. They've been outplayed, but the game changer affords them this chance. Lube, Cabrera, forcing that defensive running. Lube, Zeti first time, save from Grenades. Volley back, and Zeti trying to go for it into the goalkeeper. Grenades will roll it out, and that will take us to halftime. Cabrera doing well to cover and goal. As Midnight Wizards will take that 1-goal lead into the break. They were in firm control, but Marlins side have done well. They got a goal from Zeti, and a goal as well in that game-changer period, and they're right back in it. Marlon, I think, with a word, can you please stop saving our chances? They've been immense. Well, let's go. Mendez talking with his team. Let's go inside the huddle with M3. Strong words towards his team. Fans watching from pitch side. Starikov, who scored from the penalty kick, gave them the 3-1 lead at that time. Chat, are Midnight Wizards going to hang on for all 3 points? Are they going to get it done? Let's hear from you. Who's going to win this match, which right now has gone the favor of Midnight Wizards and Ronaldinho's team? We'll have the game to be restarted here in just a few seconds. Midnight Wizards, as it stands right now, would be top of the league, 4 points clear of Speed United still with Club 360 and Super Niños to play in the game.
3, 2, 1.
And here we go again with the second half. Rafa Charela, the Brazilian, who would be known as Rafa. We'll go with that for the remainder of the game. Rafa. Here's Renatus. Starikov looked over his shoulder, is dispossessed here by Gastaldi, and it bounces and it trickles towards the line, but cleared away from Zapata. Well done there from Cabrera. Seen Marlon on that far side, and that one's lifted out of play. The blazer has already been lost. Like the Max Allegri of Baller League. Lose the jacket as soon as things get tense. Cabrera. Nice turn there from Zeti. And Fair took a second. Midnight Wizards, they seem to just take the right amount of time. Poked out wide, just overhit towards Rafa. Here's Gastaldi. Played with Elias, who tries to send forward. Nice interchange there on that right side. Sharp passing. Cabrera thinking about it and lifts out of play. It'll be a goal kick. Ball played forward towards Fair and out of play. Sterikov, a nice turn, and it's here for Hoffa, edge of the area. Good defending, and it is going to be for M3 to have it. Here's Montero. Castaldi and Lube. Castaldi making a run. A lot more towards that right side. Challenge coming in there. Now Hoffa. Sliding over towards Fair and lifted in towards Sterikov. Rights the defender, tries and hits it into the defender on the ground. Sterikov with a big chance there. On the far side, Zetti. Good little play into Castaldi, who tries to force the rebound there. Played in the middle here, Sterikov. Well played into Hoffa. He thought about it, instead engages the defender and hits it off the bar. This time it goes in. The frame of the goal was unkind to Midnight Wizards earlier, but not this time. Hoffa with a well-taken strike off the underside of the bar and in, and Midnight Wizards 2 goals clear once again. He could have hit it first time. He instead decided to go beyond Zetti. Does well to score. 4-2. Midnight Wizards continuing their dominance. Zetti. Lube. With skill. Looking for the cutback, and it's turned in from Mendez. 2 goals in a matter of seconds. 1 for either side, and M3 have been resilient tonight. Molesto Mendez snapping in just to get a touch towards goal. A key goal for M3, who might have been struggling at times tonight, but every bit of effort into getting back into this one. Mendez has been a top-level performer and gets his 2nd goal of the Baller League as the reward. Nodded away from Zapata. That's a big challenge there in the middle. Both players worse for it. Genuinely 2 players going for the ball. It is going to be Cabrera and Cachabue who are down. There's a challenge flag down from the Midnight Wizards coach.
Challenging the foul.
And it is definitely
M3 is challenging the foul.
And so here is the challenge. We go through the whole passage here. And it is Midnight Wizards who gets ball first, and then the challenge comes in. So it would definitely be a free kick to Midnight Wizards, who are the ones who initiated the challenge.
I got a yellow foul. I mean, he's not in control of his body. Foul on yellow. Because he knees him in the side of the fucking...
Okay, so challenge is unsuccessful. The challenge is unsuccessful. Free kick, going in.
So it was Midnight Wizards who challenged.
I've been saying room this whole time.
Follow at Baller League USA for your chance to win $1,000 per platform. YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok. Follow us on all of them. for your chance to win $1,000. Longo controlling. So that sliding challenge comes in. It will be a restart now for M3. Taken low, Mendez challenge for it. Zetti arriving and striking. Zapata, and a break could be on here. Zian, little back heel flick. Great skill for Cachabue. And Mendez needs skill, and Longo has to find the pass, and does so to Lube. Up down the line, Longo. Lube into his teammate. Longo was in the path of a good strike there. That was heading goalwards. Longo in the wrong position. Here's Cachabue. Juanma has come on. Provided a key moment earlier in the game. Midnight Wizards with just the 1-goal lead. Going to be what the performance is merited, but M3 have challenged in key moments. Now Mendez has it back. He went early. Steps in, the former Inter Miami 2 player. Lovely turn, and it slipped in behind. Andrade goes chasing. The former Botafogo Academy man unable to get to it. There's a lovely little trick there. The first one, and the turn on it as well. A lot of contact. It's going to be a free kick to M3. It's going to be a free kick now from that line. Cabrera and Zetti are over it. 3 men in the wall. This has to be struck perfectly. Zetti will instead pass, and Cabrera tries to fire it towards that near post, and Reynades had it covered. He goes quickly. Sterikov, some contact there and a free kick given. Another long distance hit is off target there from Zian Andrade. Three looking to draw level for the first time. Knot it down, and Longo let it run. He couldn't get a strike away. Back into Mendez, looking for an angle. Mendez just losing out. And still, the challenge is just putting himself about. Nothing there for him. He's giving everything in this game. And Midnight Wizards looking to go quickly. Sterikov. Gomez. Just firing over the bar. Lube. Cabrera. Taking on he goes. Cabrera! And M3 are level for the first time. Spent the whole game clawing from behind, and it's a moment of individual brilliance from Luis Cabrera. His second goal of the game, and M3 on terms. They need this one. And right now, they're at the very least getting a point. A victory would do them a world of good. Sterikov. Midnight Wizards looking to get back into it. Sterikov thought about it. He tried it. It is going to be given as a corner. It deflected off an M3 player on the way out, and so that first flag will come back up for a second time. Sterikov having already scored a penalty. Push it forward. Gomez unable to keep that one in play. So as it stands right now, we're heading for a third draw of the evening. hardly had a draw for the first 4 or 5 match days of Baller League. Time bounce here. Gotcha, puede. Forcing the save from the goalkeeper. Ralph Montero with another key denial, but it's a second flag now to Midnight Wizards. Elias helping it into Longo. Lovely turn on it, and a better pass into Lube. One-on-one with Zapata. Lube just trying to poke towards goal. Did not take a deflection on its way out. And on we play. Cachabue, lovely sombrero touch. Being pulled to the floor there by Longo. It will be a free kick. Elias and company are still alleging that that should have been given as a corner. Would only have been the first. Look as though it deflected on its way out. Joao Victor Rosito, Guido Cachabue over it. They'll elect to play rather than strike. Cachabue spotting a great pass to that far side, and that first time ever from Gomez is over. But the vision there from Cachabue on this near side. Entered the day with 4 goals and 2 assists, and he's performing like it. Mendez thinking about it and lifting towards that middle. Nodded away. M3 will get back onto it. Looking for their first lead. Elias heads in, but you cannot, from a kick in, send it in the air. Has to be knee level or lower. This has been a really good game. M3 have had to fight for every inch of it. Midnight Wizards turning in another strong performance, but conceding more than what we've seen. 11 goals given up in their first 6 games of Baller League, 4 here tonight. We'll be fair. Going all the way back to Reynades. Fair. Starikov, little flick on. It's all outside. Cachabue took it beyond the goalkeeper, but ran it too far. The idea from Starikov, superb. Just didn't come off. It slid out of play and out for a kick in. And follow at Baller League USA for a chance to win $1,000 on each platform: YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. At Baller League USA. And we thank all of you who are watching with us on YouTube and on Twitch and on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and YouTube channel. Elias going back. It's a poor touch. And Montero has to give it away. Gomez can restart play. Final game changer still to come. Joao Victor turning and forcing the deflection. Midnight Wizards wanted to make a change, and it's Rosito comes off. Gomez going back to Reynades in the final 30 seconds before our second half game changer. Here's fair. Starikov. And it's Castaldi who's ready to take advantage, but it's Starikov who was fouled. Hafa has gone down. Exchanging words here with Lube. 2, not pleased. It's time for our second half game changer.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
One-on-one. This will be a hell of a way to decide this match. It's just as it reads. 1 player on the pitch for each side. You must shoot from as far forward as the center circle. The edge of the center circle is as far forward as you can go. The goalkeeper is not allowed to use their hands, so you almost see them jump to the side like a player either in the wall or defending to avoid handball, sort of arms stuck behind your back. And there is a shot clock, so 15 seconds to shoot. for each player, and really, this is a measure of how good of a long-distance striker you are. If you can stick it in a corner, it's almost impossible for a goalkeeper without the ability to use their hands to make a save. Renatus will actually take his gloves off. He will go in goal, so same principles apply of goalkeeping. As Cabrera will strike first for M3 and send that one over. So first effort there for M3 does not come off. Be a lot of players who will fancy it for Midnight Wizards, who have that powerful strike in their locker. And it is Hafa to go first. Hafa Charella put in a good performance in this game. Hafa now fired with some pace and leaping and tipping that one over is the goalkeeper Montero. Good work there. He'll now step off and allow for Zetti.
That's not a corner. And he got no challenge anyway, so fuck out of here. That's not a corner at all.
No, it did not take a touch off the goalkeeper on its way out. You heard there the managers arguing. Correct decision. Zetti firing over. A couple of wild efforts so far. Just for the record, there are no corner flags to even be given in one-on-one. That system not in play, even if saves are made. Charella firing well, and Montero does well. He can play it from here. He probably would have done better to strike earlier. Instead, he'll line himself up to have a hit. Shot clock now ticking for Ralph Montero, who hits with some power, hits it off the post, and he can play it back again. Desperately unlucky. And it is Hafa who has to go in goal, not used to being there. Just got to get a clean strike on target. Montero again. Montero! The goalkeeper has scored, and it's given M3 their first lead of the game. These will be 3 massive points, and right now they're in position to get them. Third goal of the competition for Ralph Montero from the goalkeeper. Struck that one exactly as you'd want, catching Hafa in goal. First lead of the game comes in the second half, game changer. And now Midnight Wizards have to respond through Cachabue, who hits a good one and forces a save, and again Montero can go for it. He's just gonna strike again. He's getting the crowd going. Montero from the center circle. Montero again, this time it's over. You can see the nerves on the face there of Guido Cachabue in the goal. And Midnight Wizards are staring at their first defeat of Baller League. Twice in the game they led by multiple goals, and now find themselves needing to get goals here in one-on-one. Sterikov will go next. Sterikov has to get this right. Sterikov sends that one over. And you'd have to think that M3 will take their time here. Every second off the clock, and it seems as though Montero is playing well enough. We're just gonna roll with the hot hand. Marlon trying to get the crowd going. Montero looking for his second goal here. Montero sends over. And now he's got to get back in. Midnight Wizards, based off the math of what's left, will probably have about 2 chances left. Which does give them a chance to win, but they have to convert them both. It's Hafa to go next. Hafa now towards the edge of that center circle. Firing a powerful effort, but that one is off target. So for M3, 1 goal probably seals it. If they can score here, that's game over, just based off the math of the shot clock. And it's Montero who fancies it again. He's already got 1. He has what right now is the winning goal. Montero goes again and scores again! The goalkeeper has 2 in the second half, game changer. And he just gave M3 all 3 points in their push for the playoffs. absolutely huge. The goalkeeper has it in his right boot, and he has delivered twice. M3 loves it over there. And it's going to be the first defeat for Midnight Wizards. Rafa off the crossbar. That one went over. And with the shot clock now, they can just run it out. They can just run it out. This game is over.
Holy fucking football, let's go!
I think he might just have another crack anyway. Why not? He's feeling himself. Go get your hat trick. Montero. Oh, it's denied there by Reynades. There's still the 1 second left, but that's the game over. Marlin with 3 massive points. They're right in the thick of that playoff race. They've got 2 games left to end up in the top 4, and it's the goalkeeper who's the hero. 2 goals in the one-on-one, and Midnight Wizards get their first defeat of Baller League. Tasting it for the first time, and it's all at the feet of the M3 goalkeeper, Ralph Montero. What a star he was in this game. Shock on the faces of the Midnight Wizards players and staff.
They were undefeated. They said we wouldn't make the fucking playoffs. We're coming. And we're coming hard. Pause. When you do that shit, that's you. That's all you.
Let's go to Duda Pavao.
Thank you so much, Chris. First of all, Baller League Arena, make some noise for Montero! Listen, Montero, what a game. Marlon, bring it in here too. How important? The whole team, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. M3FC did what any other team at Baller League USA did, which was to beat Midnight Wizards. First of all, Marlon, how does he feel? Are you shaking?
Hey, listen, they were undefeated. They would have to get beaten at some point. They all said we're out. We're right back in. We're right back in competing for the playoffs right now, so we feel good.
How important was Montero for tonight?
I mean, he won the game for us, both the saves and the goals. So, like I said, it's a team effort. They all do a great fucking job of never stopping. But that's the man, that's the hero right there.
I'm calling tonight Montero for the MVP, my friend. How are you feeling?
I feel great, man. Hey, how y'all boys feel? How we feeling, boys? How we feeling? How we feeling? This is how we feeling, baby. Beat number 1, man. It feels good. So we just got to keep working from here. Get 3 points the next game, and we look at the table then.
Where's my coach? Where's the head coach? Where's coach? Coach, come on. Listen, coach, what a performance by your team tonight has, again, how important it is to see your play as a step up, but also the goalkeeper when you did the most. He can make saves, but also score goals.
Well, yeah, this isn't the first time he changes a game, so I give it out to the entire team for giving their 100%, and, you know, this is what we needed. We needed a big win, and this was the moment for all this to happen.
Thank you very much, Marlon. Are you going to be the champion? You say you felt it today.
I did feel it, and I even told my chat, I said, listen, don't give up. It was 2-0. It was looking bad, but stayed having positivity and good energy, and we came out with a win.
Amazing. They never give up. Give it up for M3FC. Now, Sue, take it away.
Oh, my goodness. Marlon is fired up.
Finally.
Fired up,
Finally.
Elisha. Midnight Wizards, unbeaten no more. I mean, this came at a perfect time for them, too, because with the result earlier with Speed United only able to get a point, kind of make things a little interesting, doesn't it?
They took down Goliath.
They
Finally,
did.
The Giants of Baller League.
You know, he said he felt a win in his bones.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And he delivered. Yeah, it's been a wild match day 7, okay? So let's take a look back at this match between Speed United and For the Win. They went down early.
Yep. They came right back in it.
Because they've been
1-1, and a 1-1 is tough in this stage because they just knew they needed the 3 points.
And then here's a look
Midnight
at this
Wizards.
last
Oh
match.
my God.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. I mean, they fought their way back into this one as well. The come from behind win.
9 goals.
Unbelievable.
A thriller match.
Unbelievable. 2 goalie goals.
And surprisingly, Marlon kept his shirt on this time. I thought it was coming off, but he kept it on.
Insane. I mean, it has, look at the standings right now, okay? So now, with that win,
and still Midnight
M3
Wizards.
FC are now fully in this playoff race, right?
Yep.
Because they're on 12 points. They're only 2 points behind all those teams at 14. This kind of shook things up, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Desperately needed.
These are the type of results that we were looking for. Speed United.
I know, and suddenly Midnight Wizards might be feeling a little vulnerable.
This might be the beginning of the end.
This could be, but you know what we have coming up next, too?
What do we got?
The Celsius Energy Point.
It's a chance.
I'm telling you, how valuable are these energy points at this point?
Yes, absolutely. Because at this point, I feel like if you're trying to get any little points possible, whether that's in-game, the Celsius Energy Point Challenge, get something. AMP United, I'm talking to you.
Oh, man. I think they'll need a miracle. That's what it said on our production notes. They need a miracle. All right, guys, it is time for the Celsius Energy Point Challenge. Let's send it over to Chris for the call.
Get that point, boys. Get that point.
Thank you, Elisha and Suze. Here we go. It's energy point time. And this is the way that it works. Every team puts one player up for a series of penalty kicks in the MLS 90 style. The last two standing will then go head-to-head until one person misses and the other converts. You can't end on a miss. It has to end with a conversion. So here we go. Every team will send out their representative to try and get a point. If you're looking at the table right now, the three teams that can most stand to benefit are M3, Glitch FC, and Showtime. If any of those teams get a point here, they're just that little step closer. If you're M3, you're now within 1 point of the final playoff spot. If you're Glitch, you're within 4. If you're Showtime, you're within 6, still with a game to play, could potentially be 3 at the end of the evening. Those are the three teams that would be desperate to get something here. If you're in the top 4, a point would go a long way in really launching yourself forward towards that top spot in the table. In that bottom 3, it really just is any sense of hope, any sense of trying to get something. So it is going to be 876 who will go first. Hassan El Sayed for an 876 side that drew in the opening game of the night against Glitch 3-3. El Sayed running with purpose. The goalkeeper, though, does well to cut off the angle and make the save. 876 will not be getting the Celsius Energy Point. Gustavo Gomes has been superb in these shootout moments. Already has a goal in this situation earlier. Is tripped up by the goalkeeper and fires wide. That won't count, despite the fact that he was fouled. He's out. So Glitch will also not be getting the energy point. Good work here early from the goalkeeper, and the cheeky idea there from Victor Hidalgo to try and work it into a good area, sent wide. 0 for 3 so far in the energy point. Peralta scores, so Speed United have something. They already picked up a point in a draw earlier. We just saw M3. Luis Cabrera denied, and a big save there. So 1 for 5 so far. The field thinning, and for M3, that's a big one. They could have really done with that extra point. Starikov, Midnight Wizards just losing. Starikov around the goalkeeper, coolly dispatched. So 2 of the players have scored. Carlos Danielson, a top-level player for Club 360, is next. Steps, goes wide. That's a difficult angle, and he still manages to score anyway. Wasn't the smoothest, but as long as the job is done. Belloni is next for Showtime. He sent it wide. That's a big chance there. And Showtime FC's Paulo Belloni unable to steer it right side of the post. Gabriel Ortiz scoring. He went early. Well done there for AMP, who got the energy point last week. Matthew Wu Ling for Super Niños. He scores. Call him as you like. So half the field remains in it into the second round. Speed United to go next. Peralta denied. Big save from the goalkeeper. We mentioned 3 teams that can most stand to benefit. They all went out in the first round. Glitch, M3, and Showtime. So it looks like it's going to be one of the top sides. Starikov scores again. So right now you have 3 of the top 4 still in it, and the bottom side, any means. Danielson is next. Stutter step goes the other way into the post. And so 3 left. Ortiz, who was great last week, little stutter step. He also hits the post. So we have 2 left. Wu Ling has to score, otherwise Midnight Wizards get the point. Matthew Wu Ling, little stutter step and around the goalkeeper. So we're down to 2. Mano a mano. This was 1 versus 2 last week. They've both since lost. Starikov. Little stutter step. It's a heavy touch, but he gets the angle just right. It was dangerous there for a second, but again, the pressure now on Matthew Wu Ling of Super Niños. Another stutter step. Goalkeeper engaged. Well done. Take that extra touch and that extra touch until the goalkeeper's on the ground. Starikov. Starikov. Well done around the goalkeeper, but again, he's got to get it. Well done. Matthew Wu Ling is next. Matthew Wu Ling again turning. Well finished. These two just going back and forth, mano y mano. Starikov again. He's got to get it right. Oh, but this time the keeper is there and he hits it into him. So Matthew Wu Ling has to score in order to convert this Celsius energy point. It'll be a great start to the night for Super Niños, who are still to play. Matthew Wu Ling off the post! And so here we go. Midnight Wizards will have to go again. Midnight Wizards and Super Niños going head to head. Starikov. Again, the stutter steps. This time the goalkeeper gets a hand to it. He gets the job done again. He frustratingly hits the ball into the ad board. Matthew Wu Ling. He's got to make it count. He's got to score. Another stutter step. Oh, the goalkeeper is taken out and he gets the Celsius energy point. Matthew Wu Ling for Super Niños. Now on to 15 points. And still a chance to win later tonight. Let's go to Duda Paval with the winner.
Thank you very much, Chris. All right, Baller League Arena, give it up for Matthew, the winner of the Celsius Energy Point. Matthew, how do you describe going one-on-one, old school style here?
I mean, I love it. It's pressure, but we live for moments like this. And I just love the moment.
Now, the 1 point that we can get from the Celsius Energy Challenge is super important. You guys have a very important game coming up as well. Can you tell us also the meaning of winning the win point here, but also playing for Super Niños with the Kid Super and J Balvin, who's also in the house tonight?
Of course, we have great managers, Kid Super and J Balvin. So we just do it everything for them, you know. They pour their heart into it, and we just give them back all the love.
What can we expect from Kid Super today? Sorry, Kid Super Niños tonight.
A win, of course, a win.
Give me 3 goals. All right, 2 goals, 3, no, 2. All right, back to you guys.
All right, but yeah, let's get a big win today, man. Everybody around here, let's get it in, man. Let's get it in. Let's go. Could have been on 3, could have been on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Better than I thought we was, but yeah, let's get a championship. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Right now, let's go. Let's go.
Anyways. You really didn't know?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, welcome back to Baller League, Drewski. Great to have you. Yeah, so, newsflash, your team is pretty good. Okay,
yes, my team is very good.
With the win tonight, you could go top of the table.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. How much do we win if we win the championship? Is it a money thing?
You know, it's a great question.
I've been trying to ask, is there any money that I get from it?
Yeah, I'm not. Well, you know, there's some contracts, you know, that got to get signed. There's some deals that got to get made.
I'm excited.
But you know, as the CEO of Could Have Been Records, you know a little bit about, you know, contracts. So we'll talk about it. We'll make something happen.
I'm saying I need something from it. If we gonna win the championship, which I believe we will. Team 360 and Club 360, we honestly are the best team in this competition, and I honestly feel that we have the best goalie,
We got a really good score, or what they call it?
The formation?
Yeah, formation. Yeah, the formation. We got a great formation. We have a great formation.
Okay.
And the team, I'm honestly starting to like them, man. And
So,
I'm not saying that to say I
you're
didn't like
starting
them
to
at
like
first.
them.
No, I'm not saying that.
Only
I'm not
took you
saying
to
that.
match day
I'm just
7.
saying I'm starting to see what we're building, and I
Okay.
feel like we can win the championship.
Okay.
Well, one of the things that we have loved about you are your epical celebrations. Obviously, the worm being the one that stands out.
I didn't know you could move like that. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
no,
hold you.
that's what I'm saying. I seen them doing the worm while I was gone.
Yeah.
Everybody doing my signature move.
Okay, well, Elisha
point.
included. In fact, he said that he was going to work on it so that he could impress you with it
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you came
let's
back.
see it,
But
let's
let's
see it.
let's see
But
how the
this was-
practice was going.
All right,
This was
let's see it.
before.
Let's just
This was before I was actually.
sorry, Elisha.
I was trying to. That was when I was
You
first
already
learning.
started bad. What?
I wasn't.
Whoa, hey,
I wasn't
yo.
trying to. I was on all
Hey,
fours.
yo.
Yeah. This is a pause moment. I just want to. Okay, I just want to apologize to the. You know what I'm saying? To the audience for what they're seeing right
For the
now.
viewers at home, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
this
I
is
don't
this
know.
is
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
more,
man.
That last one was more like
Brother,
a Magic Mike type of situation.
That's on you.
No, but
I don't know
I'm
what you
saying
got
though.
going on at home, but
I'm
I can
saying
tell.
though.
No, listen, brother.
no.
What you was doing right there.
Okay.
Listen.
Tell him what was wrong.
No, it's just what the team needs to work on is what we need to talk about. Because I don't know what you were doing right there.
Do you have any advice for
I
Elisha?
will say advice. You don't need to be face down with the knees up like that. Don't do that ever again.
Don't describe it
Don't
like
do that again.
'cause then
Yeah, well, just
makes
don't
it
do
seem
that
like
again.
a whole
Just don't do that again.
All right, you right.
We won't do that again. But
How about
I'll
this,
show you.
though?
Today when we win this game,
Yes.
I'm going to show you how I get it done on the
There you
field.
go. There you
I'ma
go.
show you how I get it done.
We're gonna do
Show you
it.
how
We're
to
gonna make it happen. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
All right, before we let you go, can we get a prediction for tonight's match?
Prediction,
Yeah.
I'd probably say 5-0 us.
Okay.
Yes, 5-0.
I mean, y'all been stingy with the
Yeah,
goals.
no, our goal is so
yeah.
good that we don't get
I
scored
mean,
on. Honestly, truthfully.
He gonna have a clean sheet today. You know what a
Good.
clean sheet is?
Let's do it.
See, football terminology. Clean sheet.
Clean sheet.
That means you don't get scored against.
Wipe out.
0. There you go.
Wipe out.
That's
0.
it.
Nothing.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Drewski.
Let's get to the game.
Thanks for being here.
Let's get it. Hey, Club 360, let's go!
Yes, sir.
Tonight, it's offense versus defense, firepower versus discipline, Odell Beckham Jr. versus Drewski. With only 3 match days left, the race to the Final Four is tightening. And for Showtime FC, this is a must-win.
It's happening there. Acosta for 2-0.
Showtime arrived with the most explosive attack in the league. 24 goals scored, more than anyone else.
Another. That one's struck incredibly well.
At the heart of it all, Matias Alejandro Perrin and Paolo Belloni, the league's assist leader, one of the league's most lethal finishers. When Showtime strike, these two are usually behind it, but tonight they run into a wall. Can they break through? Club 360 are making a serious push for the Final Four, and they've built it on the best defense in the league.
Keeper's off his line. Doesn't get anywhere
Just
near
7
it.
goals conceded all season. That defense starts with Edgard Perez.
Quite a spectacular save.
Big saves, big moments, full control at the back. And going forward, Club 360 have a weapon of their own. Denilson Milanes. 6 games, 6 goals. A physical force who can punish you instantly. 2 teams in form. One trying to lock in a Final Four place. One fighting to keep the dream alive. Best offense versus best defense. Showtime FC versus Club 360. This one has pressure written all over it.
And here we go, ready for our 4th match of the evening between Club 360 and Showtime FC. Drewski, we just heard from him there. Feels confident in his team. You can understand why. We see there in the build-up package, best defense in a baller league. 7 goals conceded in 6 games, which is an incredible defensive record in a competition of 2 teams on a short-sided field, action all over the pitch, and you compare it to Showtime. There you see Drewski's up for it. He's on the ground. He's full and committed. Let's go! You compare it to Showtime, who has 24 goals in their 6 games.
Let's go!
He is ready to go.
Let's go formation.
come now Showtime FC. These two sides were the two biggest winners of match day 6. Club 360 won 6-0 and Showtime won 7-2. So without doubt, the two best performing sides a week ago. We go again. Drewski and his team ready to go again. They're in third. And all of a sudden, that competition at the top looking strong. We see Speed United pick up a point tonight. Chibaninos have one before they've even played against any means in our final game. Midnight Wizards just lost. Club 360 provisionally can go top of the table. This is the team that will try and do it. Edgar Perez remains in goal. The goalkeeper has done a fantastic job in this season. Carlos Danielson has been a fantastic performer with 6 goals. Jose Escobar with 5 goals and 3 assists for Drewski's Club 360. For Showtime, it is a change in goal with Anton White in the wild card coming in for Diego Vasallo. Paulo Belloni with 6 goals. Matias Pueden with 5 and 5 assists. There's a lot of goals in this team, and they'll try and add even more to their tally here tonight on the prediction markets. Club 360 significant favorites. I don't know, Showtime were fantastic last week. That might be a bit of a harsh read there from a Odell Beckham Jr. point of view. Chat, who do we think? Is it going to be Drewski? Is it going to be OBJ? Who do you have to win this one? We are watching you guys in chat right now. A lot of Let's Go 360 seeing in the comments right now. And two teams are getting ready to go here. Club 360 in a very good run entering this one. 4 wins and a draw before tonight. They did lose on the opening day, but they've really turned it on since. As we get this 4th game of the evening started between Showtime and Club 360. And for Odell Beckham Jr.'s side, he was here last week, and his side turned in a performance in kind. Brilliant performance, getting the 7 goals. They were dominant on the night. There's that little first-time ball around the corner, and already Paulo Belloni, or actually it was Matias Pueden who felt he was caught there. Chipped in behind. Going after it there was Belloni. .360 do a fair bit of their work on the ball defensively as Danielson tries that first-time effort. Wasn't a bad idea. Pueden and help forward. It's not a bad idea towards Dani Daza, but it's going to be given as a free kick here for that late challenge that comes in. And it was Jeronimo Luna who was fouled there. The big defender who's got a powerful left boot was very good in the game last week. There's the goalkeeper Wyden. First time ball out wide is straight out of play. Back now for Edgar Perez, who's been one of the stars of Baller League from a goalkeeping standpoint. Also has 4 assists from his position. So key to orchestrating the play. Can go direct and play it short. This Club 360 side very comfortable in possession. They'll play with their goalkeeper once again. And Perez just goes direct. That ball, not what was required, up towards Juan Vasco. Good job on for Anton Wyden in the Showtime goal. We'll lift a long ball forward. Diego Vasallo has been a strong level goalkeeper in the competition, unavailable for tonight. Luna. On halfway now is Daza. Showtime in a reasonable amount of control of the game so far. Well played forward, but it's a bit overcooked towards Mizrahi.
Hey, let's go. Hey, push it, man.
Here's Vasco. And trying that bicycle attempt, it was a lovely idea. It was offside from the beginning. Lifted wide, all thumped forward. Pueden to Nielsen. Pueden wanted it towards the left, and you just didn't see Dani Daza. Back to Perez. Well helped into Danielson. Doesn't mind a strike from any angle, hits it off that bar, or rather off the ad board. Daza. Showtime with a lot of the ball, but Club 360 trying to turn it over quickly when they do get it back. Here's Wyden. They touch towards that right side. Held back there by Belloni. Luna. Nice little layoff idea, but it just didn't come off, and Club 360 looked to go. Nielsen was available on that far side. Instead, they recycled possession. The other side able to find that incisiveness as yet. Lifted forward, cutback was on. No one instead sent out a play there from Chepe Quintero. Puts that initial cross in. Quintero nodded down, and the volley sent high and wide. Jose Escobar unable to keep that one on target. 360. Drewski in the orange and white shirts. Here's that effort from Drewski's attacking player, Escobar. Back there from Daza. Lifted forward from Wyden, who's largely played a conservative game. Challenge came in. Surprising lack of control, though, from Club 360 in the game. Good step, though. Getting it back to Nielsen on the line and scores! Carlos Nielsen has been the star of his Club 360 side. 7th goal of the season. Powering one into that bottom corner. A bullet for 1-0. The curl and the power is superb. And Drewski loves it. This is one of the very best players in this baller league, the Cuban former national team player. Help forward. And Perez can play. Central now. There's Alexis Mendoza. He's provided some key contributions, as 5 goals in this baller league as that left boot. Just proven such a weapon. Little chip forward. Good idea. Mendoza driving. Mendoza square! All about his work. Down that right side, and well finished from Juan Vasco. But a brilliant start from Drewski's team, who are now 2-0 up. Just talking about what Mendoza has brought to the team. 5 goals and now 3 assists. But that goal is all him. All about the work down that right side. The cutback was there. Brilliant start. And Showtime have to find a response to Nielsen going pressing straight out of kickoff. Controlled there by Mendoza. What an addition. He's been initially a wild card, but is now a massive part of the team. just as Showtime probably started the better, all of a sudden 2 goals down. Out to the left side. Nice combination play. Danielson dispossessed, but that second ball, unable to get onto it there, was Shadi Atasi. He's come on from the bench. A wild card for this one. Good ball there from Perez, under some pressure. Just calmly play with the goalkeeper. This is when they can really exert the control. Idea there on that left side.